no tail. Yeah, Bubbles. And bottom lane was Soul Reaper. Now, let's think about this top lane right here. So, a couple of good stunners, disablers, and a melee carry against one melee hero and two good support heroes. What should have happened top lane? I think that looking at the levels also, but this is maybe just the impact of the late game, support heroes in the top lane, Voodoo Jester and Whistler, didn't really do a good job. I saw Voodoo Jester gank middle a lot, trying to shut down the Bombardier. That's good and all, but Nighthound missed on his farm because of that. He was constantly pushed back and couldn't really do any last hitting, so he missed out on a lot of gold, and basically the top lane was lost. The top lane was lost with the main carry, basically the only hard carry on the team has lost his lane. And that's a really bad thing to have. What could have been done, I think they should have supported Nighthound a lot more than they did, and should not have went to the middle lane to gank. Like, let Bombardier farm, that's okay. I mean, Nighthound can pretty much cloud him and destroy him later on, but that's a mistake by the Hellborn team. That's how I see it. Now, as for the middle, No Tail did a pretty good job, as you can see, against Bombardier. He got incredible farm, stayed on top of the game for the entire game. A second, I'll take a drink. So did he need the gank that happened, like from the top lane? Did he need this Voodoo Jester? I'm not really sure. He would have been better alone, because Bubbles, I mean, it's an escape hero. First skill allows it to teleport out. Second skill silences the enemy. Third skill allows to avoid damage. Fourth skill stun and anti-chase skill. With a combination of skills like that, Bubbles should be able to survive pretty much any lane one-on-one, right? So why the hell does Voodoo Jester leave his lane and screw up Nighthound's farm against a hero like Kraken? Kraken got all the farm instead of a Nighthound. Bad decisions. What about bottom lane? Soul Reaper against Puppet Master. Yeah, Soul Reaper against Puppet Master. Nothing he could have done except for maybe playing a bit more aggressive. That could have kind of put Puppet Master at a disadvantage. I mean, Puppet Master doesn't really have any damage skills except for his passive, and Soul Reaper is very tanky. He can do some incredible things if you play him correctly. So he obviously should have went for his aura first, maxing it out first. On level 7 he should have had level 4 aura. We'll rewind later after I explain this to see if he did. And the second thing he should have done was mix judgment with some inhuman nature. He didn't really need to push that much to this tower here, because then Puppet Master would have stayed near the tower, much more safe, would have had that farm that he had. Can you actually I can't really see the text. Oh, there we go. So what if you actually click on it and it just turns it off? So you will be pushing the lane. You can't like switch it to be like heroes only. You will be unfortunately pushing the lane. Nothing you can do about that. So maybe my logic is a bit flawed, but we'll see how it played up. A bit more about item choices. Chipper going for some pre-standard, for some, how can I put it, not standard, but for the right items. Twista, no comment, he dominated this game. I don't even dare say that he picked something wrong. Kraken going for some tanky items. Kraken tanky items. Oh well, that's his right. Against a heavy magic damage team like this, I guess going more hit points and magic armor is the right choice. Okay, good play by no items here. Bombardier going for some full support action and a puzzle box. This puzzle box pretty much is an epic item choice against this team. So many casters, that's the mana burn, and the only carry is Nighthound, which is invisible, and that's his only advantage. This puzzle box was an epic item choice. Let's go for this team, picking up everything he can to maximize what he can do. I remind you, Bubbles is not even a semi-carry. He's just a nuker, maybe support hero, kinda. He can't really become strong. Now this is a hero that should have become strong, but going for a portal key, portal key against an invisible puppet master that once comes out of invincibility pretty much disables your portal key. But this was the last minutes of the game choice, I guess. Nothing much he could have done then. He went for full support. Okay, full support. Now we see with the Jester just going for some stats, doing something strange, but no real items. I guess he didn't have the gold, nothing he could have done. This Soul Reaper going for everything not to die to the Puppet Master. Not really sure. Should have participated in more team fights, maybe picked up some team items, and instead of trying to save himself from Puppet Master, should have went for some items that actually try to kill Puppet Master. Like Cold Rush Shipstick. Okay, I gotta say this right now. Cold Rush Shipstick. There you go. Boom! Headshot, biatch. Nighthound, no comments. Like, against the main carry Puppet. Going for Nullfire Blade. Was that a good choice? Huh. If you compare to other items that Nighthound could pick, Elder Parasite could be a good idea. I'm not sure, but yeah, Puppet Master is an intelligence hero with a lot of mana dependent skills, so I guess Nullfire was the right choice. Okay, so now let's see. So top lane was lost because Voodoo Jester went middle. I don't know why. Middle lane was won, but didn't really do too much since Bombardier still farms a pretty decent amount. We saw his play. He's a very good farmer. Bottom lane was lost completely against Puppet Master. Now let's see if this Soul Reaper actually had his Aura Withering Presence at level 4 at the beginning or not. Maybe my logic was flawed. Okay, what I would want was go somewhere here. Okay, level 7, no Aura. Level 4, level 2, going for Inhuman Nature first. I don't agree with this. I certainly don't agree with this. 3, 4, 4, 4, 1. Still level 9. Okay, level 11, finally picking up his aura. But at this point, it's pretty much useless because team fights because of Puppet Master last like 10 seconds at most. And Puppet Master just kills everything and escapes. With his lifesteal, he just negates that aura. So top lane could have what if top lane was won? Let's pretend what if the Jester didn't go mid. Bombardier would be a little bit stronger, but not by much. Bubbles a little bit weaker, but that didn't matter much in team fights. Nighthound could have received a much better farm. Could have gotten his Frostburn and then maybe some other items as well. I'm not sure about the Frostburn choice though, but yeah, no, it's a good items, but a double slow, I mean from the Frostburn and from the Nullfire Blade, maybe I should have went for something else. Anywho, bottom lane could have played more aggressively, but he just got outplayed. Not sure he could have done much there. Just a difference in skill level or perhaps hero choices. Now, could they have swapped lanes somehow? Let's talk about that. Now, who could have went bottom? Bubbles. That's right, Bubbles. He has a teleport and a lot of getaway skills, so he would have done a much better job near this enemy tower. He would have felt much more comfortable in this space right here. So Bubbles should have went top. Bubbles didn't really gank. I mean, Bubbles should have went bottom. Sorry. Bubbles didn't really gank top too much. Instead, top ganked middle, if you recall. And Soul Reaper, what if he went mid against Bombardier? Would have been pretty balanced. He wouldn't really be able to do too much. And by maxing out his first skill, Judgment, he would have stayed alive for a long time. Bombardier, being the hero with incredible damage output, would have probably pushed the lane a lot, like we saw happen in this game actually. So this Soul Reaper would have had a pretty good time in this metal lane. So in top, could something have been done top? Let's see, what if Bubbles... No. I was suggesting, what if Bubbles went middle, top, and Witch Slayer went middle instead, and they farmed Witch Slayer, which has incredible damage output. He could have done something to this Puppet Master, like stun, then shoot. Against Bombardier, Witch Slayer wouldn't really do that much of a good job. Bubbles, on the other hand, would have provided incredible support in this top lane. And also note that Bubbles, just like Witch Slayer, has his third skill which costs almost no mana, which would have been great against this Vindicator. But it happened. Was their team outpicked? I have to think about this. Just scroll here for laughs and giggles. So now during the night the creeps should sleep, actually. I don't know about that. Were they outpicked? No, obviously against a solo lane carry, a tri-lane carry will have a bit less farm, but if comparing the two carries, I'm not sure. Actually, if you get some kind of reveal of invisibility, then any carry pretty much becomes better than Nighthound. But if Nighthound gets out of hand, it becomes pretty deadly. So the team should have focused entirely on this top lane. Instead they focused somewhere on the middle lane, trying not to get this Bombardier too far. But I mean, No-Tail probably knows Bombardier in and out. He didn't really need to help. He didn't really need help that much. So that's that. This game was kinda, I'm not sure, maybe would have won, maybe not. As you can see, they did an incredible job at hero kills. They couldn't possibly do much better in that sense. But as you can see in carry farm, they did a terrible job and got dominating by an overfed carry. So they went for the wrong decision, wrong strategy this game. Should have done something else. Not this. And that's how they lost. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope this video has been better. The quality has been improved. The FPS has been improved. And I'm still working on it. No, this is not the final quality. I still need to work on my voice and the video quality, probably improving it, and some other stuff. And of course, I need to learn to commentate better, because my commentary, to be fair, wasn't really that great, but it was decent. And it was actually a pro game of the new 2.0 version. That's all I want to say.